Good morning, people. You know what? I didn't look up the date, but I'm sure it must be the ninth. Eh, no, that's wrong. Okay, so what I want to find out is the day. I bet it's the ninth. It is. It's the ninth. Oh my my. Oh my my. So much to do in so little time. Isn't that the way it is? We rush our life away because we got so much to do every day. Sometimes we don't. But if I get on the stick, I have a lot to do. It's just I'm not sure how to go about doing it. In other words, I got to pack again. Tripping. Totally tripping. Oh, okay. I shouldn't be tired. It's morning time. So, what am I doing? I'm going to go ahead. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this read. I hope that one girl is still watching. I'm pretty sure she started watching my channel. I hope. Anyway, I'd met a girl, precarious situation at Walmart. I mean, I know it was meant to be. I have a tendency to talk to people, and I've told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again. This woman, young woman, was over in we were at Walmart, and I was over in the protein shakes and stuff, that section. And this girl, I'm going to call her a girl because she was so young compared to me. Anyway, this girl was just looking and looking and looking through the shelf trying to find. So I said, "What are you trying to find?" Because that's just how I am. I wanted to know what she was looking so frantically for. And then she told me. And so there was this whole space of the shelf that was empty. And I'm showing my hands. It was empty of the flavor that she wanted. She was looking for a meal replacement shake, and it was whey, and it was vanilla ice cream, I think was the flavor. And she wanted that, and she could not find it. She was searching. All the other flavors were there, so evidently it's a pretty popular flavor. Anyway, she said, "I'll just go get it at Target." That was her. Oh, goodness gracious. How come I'm tired all of a sudden? Anyway, she said, "I'll just go get it at Target." So she left, went back towards where the cash registers are and stuff. Well, I left where we were and I went down the other direction. Well, there in the middle of the hall was a shelving unit full of stuff, and it had a bunch of her flavor that she wanted. So I grabbed it and I headed to go find her. I couldn't even remember what she looked like. Just a little bit of her clothes or something. Anyway, I went headed towards that direction and I go, "Oh, are you the one I was just talking to?" And she was. And so I said, look what I found. And I held it up. Boy, she was so excited. She didn't have to go somewhere else to find it. That was what she wanted. And I don't remember a whole lot of it, but we chit chatted a little bit, and then I went to leave. And something said, "Hey, you didn't tell her about your channel." So I went back, turned my card around, and went back to where she was. And so I told her about my channel. And I had a card. I gave her my card. And um, anyway, we talked. And when I told her that I was telling her a little bit about my channel, I said, "Jesus is there." And she got really excited because she said to her, she said, I'm just new at this. I'm brand new. So she wanted me to figure out a way to do stuff about Jesus and do it for beginners. And so I endeavored to do that, but I found myself going back to the beginning. To really know who Jesus is, you need to know about the pre-existence. Jesus Christ is the firstborn spirit of our mother and father in heaven. He's our brother. So is Satan our brother. This is in the pre-existence when we were spirits, okay? We didn't have this physical body yet. That was a big old deal coming down here and getting our physical body, because we want to be like our mother and father in heaven, and so we have to go through this learning stage. Excuse me while I mess with my eyeballs. So I can't really do anything simple about Jesus except for maybe tell the parables, and even those aren't simple because you got to figure them out. I cut my hair. My sister cut my hair for me. It was really getting thin and ragged, so I needed it done. So it's going to be a while. But at least when I rub my hands through it, I won't be going forever, and I won't be getting caught up in knots and pulling my hair out. I don't need any help pulling my hair out. So, anyway, I don't know her name, but she'll know who she is if she hears this, because. But this is just a little lesson to you members of the church who want to be like missionaries a little bit, just a little bit. All you gotta do is open your mouth. You open your mouth and you tell them about the Book of Mormon. Somehow. What you do is you be ready. Just make yourself ready so when a situation arises, it can come out of your mouth. And then, I don't know, I got an introduction card. I made an introduction card for my channel. But you could make an introduction card. Put your name and your phone number on it. And then write a few things on that card, like LDS.org. And also the Gospel Library. I think that's so important. If you put the Gospel Library on there and write down that it's a free app, because, people won't know for sure. And all the scriptures are there. I know you've heard me say it many times, but the point is, people out there in the world don't know that. And if the opportunity arises when you're chit-chatting with somebody, make yourself open to chit-chat. Find something in common with the person. And just have a little chat. And then before you're done, tell them about that. And if you can't figure out a way to tell them about that, give them your card, and it'll tell them about that. I think that's a really good idea. Make some cards that are just like business cards. You can get like copy paper, but you can get it stock. You can get it thick, and then you can cut it up and make business cards or introduction cards. I think that's a really great idea, because so many times when we visit with somebody that we don't even know, then they're gone, and they might remember you, but maybe not. But the point is, you can give them away. Put your phone number and your email address on a card. My business card is not really a business card, but it's an introduction card. And I didn't even put my phone number on it, but that was a different situation. I did put my email on it. And I also put my Cash App on it. I need to keep that in mind and remember that. Unknown caller. I'm sorry, for some reason I have calls coming in. Nevertheless, if you pray to the Lord and you explain to him that you will be willing and able to spread the word, the good word, then if you really feel like that, have faith and be open to it, because people will come to you. They'll be sent to you. They won't know why. You won't know why, but maybe you will, because things happen. Things just come and happen in a conversation that you don't know is coming. Be ready. I got cold chills. I got cold chills telling you about that, but it's the truth. Decide that you will be a vessel for the Lord, meaning He will put the words in your mouth. You don't got to worry about what you're going to say. Just be open to the experience. That's what happened that day with that girl. That was a weird happenstance. And I just said, what are you looking for? Because I was going to help her. I was curious. And then I ended up helping her. And then I ended up having a chit chat with her. I learned that her mother had, not her mother, her grandmother had cancer. And I had some of my ointment with me in little try me sizes. And I gave her one to give to her grandma. So I told her about my magical healing ointment. Is what I used to call it. And it is magical. And it does heal things. I need for it to heal me. But the point is, there's all kinds of things that my ointment is good for. And it is really magical. But the thing is, to spread the word about the gospel, okay? She was wide open, had only just begun to learn about Jesus, okay? I might say she was 20. So I told her a little bit. But I wasn't able to tell her much because we were in a store, and you're going to be moving on down the road. But I gave her my card. I gave her an ointment. I talked to her enough to let her know what was on my channel. And she requested that I do beginner stuff for Jesus. Beginner stuff about Jesus for people like her. And in the beginning was a pre-existence. He was chosen, foreordained to be the God of this earth. Because God our Father, the Father of our spirits, him and his wife are making worlds all over the place. I mean, it's it's a big deal. And once you've been doing it a while, then you find that you got a whole bunches of worlds to take care of. The first creation of the Father, and I will say the father and the mother, I'm not sure how that goes, but their first creation, their first world that they created, here's the time frame, okay? See if I can remember it. 1,000 is it of our days? Okay, see, so I've got it, I don't know how to say it. Because what comes to mind is years, 1,000 years, but I don't think so. I think it's days. Anyway, we'll just say the time frame, the way things rotate, the earth and different worlds and stuff. So I almost want to say 1,000 years is like one, but it's not. It's 1,000 days. 1,000 days is like one of our days. I think so. But that's the time frame. His first creation is closest to where he lives, God lives, where he resides. And he resides on that glass sphere. A sea of glass. And things are made manifest unto him through that glass. So picture around, he's got a big old world that he's on, and it's made of glass. And he can see, I started to say the truth of all things, but he can see the things that pertains to his world through that glass. It comes up to him. So I think of a crystal ball, because it does. This earth, when it is all done, will be like a crystal ball. It'll be huge, because it's going to be the size of the earth, but it will become celestialized, and it will turn into a crystal. Anyway, that's trip. There's a lot of things, a lot of trippy things you'll find in the scriptures if you give it a chance. But you got to put it all together. You know, when you start a story, when you start reading, you don't got all the facts, right? You got to learn who the characters are and what their personalities are and what their problems are and all kinds of things. But the point is, learning everything, you just can't do it all at once. You gotta. Mary Lewis, time to make your medicine. Take your medicine. She didn't say it though. Okay. Depends on what time it is. Let me see. It's coming. 10:30. I have it set for 10:30 for it to come on and tell me to take my medicine, because I forget. And even then I still forget. But I have already taken them this morning, so that's what I got to do. One of my people on here said she takes hers first thing in the morning. So when I first get up, I just need to have a habit of that when I first get up to take my pills. I've got them put out in these weekly deals, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I still have a problem taking my pills. I don't like it. So any old who, I was going to get up here and read in this 17 minutes. I knew I wanted to have a morning talk, and then I want to read. Maybe I should just read that all by itself instead of talking to you guys. But it is true. Even what I'm doing now, I'm trying to spread the word about God. My hair is all messed up. It wants to stick out. I see I pull it down. It'll be better now that it's shorter. It will. It'll be better. I mean, I like long hair, but I do like to be able to get my hands through it without ripping it out, and especially now that it seems to want to thin out. I don't want that. And I know I don't have a spoon up here, do I? I need to bring a spoon up here. Then I'm going to go ahead and take that baking soda. I think that's a good idea, people. And I'm going to take vinegar, too. I just need to make myself do it. And vinegar, it says on there, it kills bacteria. So maybe in your body it would help kill bacteria if there's something going on that's wrong. I've got a weird feeling in my abdomen, and it just makes me think something's wrong. And I don't have a primary care doctor to go see. I guess I could go to urgent care, but that costs so much. I don't want to go to urgent care. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead, let's see, what I was going to do was go ahead and make my smoothie. But I don't want to wait. And I'm awfully tired. I don't want to be tired. I want to have some, I want to have some get up and go. And some, so that means motivation and also focus. Because I have a hard time focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing. Looking at my suitcase over there, telling myself I really should pack it. But then I'll want what's in it, and I'll have to go find it. But I really do need to get busy and start packing. I really don't know what my future is going to bring. It's up in the air. And yes, I have a future. Whether it be here or there, meaning heaven. My hair's a mess. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Because all my stuff's going to have to be partly visiting and partly scripture. Sorry about my glasses. I got stuff in my eyeball. All right, let's just see. This is Matthew, Matthew 17. This is a synopsis, okay? It's going to tell you what's going to happen in this chapter. Jesus is transfigured before Peter. Jesus is transfigured before Peter, James, and John on the Mount. Jesus heals Jesus heals a lunatic, tells of his coming death, and pays taxes in a miraculous way.
Mary Lou, here is your reminder from Nancy. Take your medicine. Mary Lou, here is your reminder from Nancy. Take your medicine.
Okay, I already did, so I'm not going to take it again. I lost my voice a little bit, so I think I did. I read all that. Okay, so those of you who know about Bible stories will know all these stories probably. But this is also, tell me the stories of Jesus. Okay, that's a little... Tell me the stories of Jesus. I long to hear things I would ask him to tell me. If he were here, scenes by the wayside, tales of the sea, stories of Jesus, tell them to me. My voice is weird when I sing. If I don't try to control it, it'll crackle all over the place. And then my tears come, and then I can't do it. Can't get the words out of my mouth. They're stuck. So anyway, I guess the New Testament would be a place of telling the stories of Jesus, because that's what they're doing. And now I need to take my sweater off because I'm all hot. I will try to get through this. If I was professional, I wouldn't be like this, would I? But anyway, we're going to just do this. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother, and bringeth them up into... That doesn't make sense unless they just didn't do their English right. After 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, and they've got that written in blue, but that's because he was the head of the church, okay? When Jesus left, Peter was in charge. Okay, so they've got Peter written in blue, and then it's a comma, James, comma, and John, his brother. Are they saying John, Jesus Christ's brother, or John? What I was thinking was Peter, James, and John might all be brothers. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to just go back to that. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, James, and John his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart. And was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with them. And answered Peter, okay, I'm just going to have to stop. I'm going to stop and come back and just read it by itself. Okay. My nose wants to run. I just am having all these different things happen. I don't want to interrupt this chapter. So, what I'm going to do is say bye, and I'll be back. Okay? I got to take care of me a little bit. I'm going to go make me a smoothie, and then I'll just come back and read chapter 17 of Matthew. So you guys can get ready. Think about that. I'm hot and sweaty. It's craziness. I'm going to take these glasses off too. So, we'll just call this a visit with Lou, and I'll come back and do chapter 17, okay? You guys take care. Go make a smoothie. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go make a smoothie, and then you guys can have a smoothie. I'll just bring it back with me, so I'm not taking my time. Strawberries and wine. Some kind of a song. There used to be a song I sang. I just don't know all the words. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kissing spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Anyway, that's the first part of it. Maybe you could look it up. And I need to look it up. And if I had Alexa play it, then I would get in trouble. But maybe I could stop it right after she starts. Alexa, play Strawberries, Cherries, and an Angel Kissing Spring.
Okay. Summer Wine and Similar Songs on Amazon Music.
Strawberries, cherries,